Greetings and welcome to another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle video. Today I am going to go over where I personally am farming the Baba treasures. That is the gems to get all the nice little characters that we saw in the last video. So I am using two very specific stages on the heart to farm them. Now according to the wiki and from what I've seen, let's see, Sovereign of the Warrior Race is the best place to get as many gems as possible, but is extremely difficult on the hard because you're fighting a rainbow team. And as you will see very shortly, during these missions on the hard, you're going to be taking enormous amounts of damage. I'm talking Dokkan Fest levels amount of damage. But anyway, let's go on to the first one. So the first place where you can start farming, and it doesn't take too long, and it's not particularly hard, is in the Reunited, which is the first one. Right on the very first stage, which is Reunion with Krillin, on Z Hard, you will face off against a Krillin dressed in Piccolo's clothes. Now, he is a physical character. Now, as always, we're going to grab a go-getter here. And I'm going to say, this is the team I am using to farm this Krillin. Now, the problem is that if you go in with all strength characters and you want to defeat Pilaf, it's going to take you a little bit longer and you're going to take more damage because Pilaf is agility. Which is why I am using my Super Saiyan 2 Gohan team for the 2 Kids Everybody, and I'm bringing along my future Gohan there. And most of those guys are also have prepared for battle, so that's always useful. Now, items, you definitely want to bring your Dokkan Fest set items. So that is double healing items, Ghost Usher, and King Enma. And you will see why in a second. Now, on Krillin, there isn't that much of a danger, but you can lose track of what you're doing, and the amount of damage you will receive can surprise you. I know it did me once. But anyway, in we go. So let's see, there he is. Now, unfortunately, I don't think Pilaf has appeared. Let's see, I don't see him. No Pilaf and no rainbow squares. Now, the thing about these stages is that you can have a random number of stop battles against random opponents, and those guys will also hurt. Now, luckily, we didn't suffer any of that this time, so we're gonna just scoot on over all the way back to Krillin. Let's see, we have 5. Let's grab the 5 here, just for a chance of key here. 1. Nope, no key there. Let's grab the next one. No key there either, that's unfortunate. And after Krillin it is. Now, Krillin can hit very hard if you're not prepared. Now, he is physical, and we did come in with a strength team. Now, unfortunately, because this is the new story mode and they are very hard, during his super attack, he will hit us for about 25,000 damage on a strength character. Yes, you heard right. A physical character is going to hit a strength character for 25,000 damage during a super attack. That is how ridiculous these events are. But anyway, we've got Gogeta here, so let's get the festivities going with a super attack from him. Then from Gohan here. Now, what do we have left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not enough for Vegeta super attack, unfortunate. But damage is damage. And here we go. Here we go. Slap him around a bit. Now, this was a level 10 super attack Gogeta. As you can see, Krillin has around 350,000 HP. Luckily, we were able to absolutely destroy him, which is nice. Now, if you're able to destroy him this quickly, you will get a mission. And there we go, 3 gems, yes. So, the most this Krillin can drop is 3 gems. Now, so that applies to every boss on this new story mode. Now, unfortunately, we did not see Pilaf or any rainbow squares, so we only got 3 gems from this run. Now, getting 3 gems for 18 stamina is not bad considering you can do multiple at a time. And you might get 30 in a day if you can get a total of 180 stamina throughout the day. The other nice thing about these places is that they do give quite a bit of character experience. But anyway, on to the other place that I am using to farm. Now here, a surprising end on the Z hard changes up the battle. On normal and hard, you are facing off against Frieza and I believe some other characters, and that can be pretty tough. However, on Z hard, you're facing off against Intellect Whis, so that changes the battle significantly. So let's see, what do we have? Get a super attack level 10. Yes, please. Now, this is the team I am bringing along. Now, you're wondering, why is that Cell Jr. there? Well, allow me to show you. Let's switch it up here, remove all, physical only, yes. Here we go. Now, this Cell Jr., specifically the rare one, has perfect guard. This is extremely useful against Whis because he does insane amounts of damage. His super attack versus physical characters, considering he is intellect, does 35,000 damage. It's insane. Now, he is not the best blocker. I am bringing him along because I want to train him up a little bit. Now, the best blocker I have found for that event is this Mr. Satan GT right here. He also has perfect guard. Now, he, for some reason, probably because of his defense values or something, takes around 2,000 to 3,000 damage less than Cell Jr. over there. But I am leveling up that Cell Jr. Now, other than that, bring your strongest physical characters you can. Now, if you are bringing along Gogeta, bring up that green tracksuit Gohan and white hot face off and all that, and this Goku over there. It's very nice because those two Gokus increase his damage over there, and this one gets a nice boost when HP is 80% below, which you will be, trust me. And that is the team I am using. Now, you can bring along your own, but I highly suggest you bring a very nice perfect blocker because he will alleviate a lot of the damage you're going to be suffering. Now, onto the battle itself. Now, this is one of the worst levels for RNG because you can get anywhere from 1 to 5 stop battles before you even get to Whis. So, yes. So, we've got 1 stop battle there, 2 stop battles. That's 2 stop battles and no peel-off anywhere, which is unfortunate. Now, this is going to be actually... Now, usually, because there are 2 stop battles, I would not bother with this, but because we are showing you the examples of this fight, I'm going to go along and do it. So, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to save that 6 and use up these 1s. Now, let's see. There's 1 there. There's 2 there. Now, if you land on this interrogation square right there, the one in the corner, you will always be transported up here. So if there's some stop battles after that square, you might want to land there. But you should also be careful because you can also completely screw up your peel-off collision by landing on that square. Now, as you can see, these guys are randomly generated. So we are going to do everything we can to end all of them. Let's see, you go after the intellect one, as do you, and then Gogeta will handle the agility one. Now, you're going to see how much damage these guys are going to do to us. It's insane, really. So yeah, 12,000 from normal attacks from them. That's how much damage you can take from these guys. It's crazy. Smack him around a bit. We wasted the Gogeta super attack, but such is life. Ta-da! Down he goes. We've got 1 left. Physical. We should be able to finish him. Let's do this. The other thing about this Cell Jr. is he does have the Kamehameha link, which almost all my other cards on this team have. There we go. Super attack. He's pretty much dead. Now, the only good thing about these random encounters is that they tend to have around 20 to 25,000 HP. So 1 super attack can eliminate him, even for someone that is weak against them, can usually take him out. The problem is you can have anywhere from 2 to 5 of them, which is crazy. That's a lot of damage, honestly. Yeah, 10,500 experience, not bad. But we are far from done here. Let's use the 6 we got here to skip over all these 2. There we go, some random money. Let's see, what can we get? 1, 2, 3. We want to use up this one because it's not useful to us at the moment. Here we go. Okay, we're going to be taking a lot of damage this time, so we need to heal up. And yes, you're going to be using a lot of items. And the event I told you that Frieza with a bunch of Rainbow Team with him is extremely difficult. I did it. I have not bothered with it on Z Hard, and I don't think I want to, honestly. But let's see. Let's focus on the guys in the back row. There you are. Target you. Let's see. Let's start with this. I don't see any super attacks happening in this round, which is unfortunate, but might as well do whatever damage we can. Let's hope we don't get absolutely destroyed, which we can. Okay, that's 1 down. Whoop! We are about to get destroyed right there. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but yeah, we have 4,000 HP left, so we have to reset this and use a King Enma, if you can imagine that, or a Ghost Usher even. I think we're going to end up using a Ghost Usher. Ghost Ushers are easier to get the King Enmas here. So, it's gonna be why I load back in. Here we are, okay. So as we just established, we need to use a Ghost Usher on trash mobs. That is how difficult these things are. There we go, so we're going to do this again. Gohan is going to take out the Int character, which he was able to do. The other two guys are going to take out the Agility guy here, hopefully. Do that, do that. There we go. There we go, down he goes, and then hopefully they take out this guy here. Yes, they do, nice. Take out the tech guy. No, they could not take out him out. There we go. Now we should be able to take everyone that's here up. Okay, so Gogeta will not destroy anybody, but he can kill the next guy there. And then because these two Gokus, their passive is to increase strength and physical type attack by 15 and 20%. That Gogeta is going to be doing a lot of damage, as so will they. Do that here, do that there. This should allow us to eliminate the rest of this team here. Yeah, obviously, Gogeta is going to destroy anybody he touches. Super attack on the tech one, a bit of a waste, but whatever. And we cannot defeat him because he is strength. So yeah. We need to do everything we can here. So let's do this. Super attack there. Let's grab these here. Super attack there. Now this should defeat him now. Okay, they're gone. Okay, so the first difficult part of this map is done. And 17,500 experience from trash mobs. Yes. It's crazy. Okay, now all we have to do now is avoid everybody else. With 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's use this 4. Can we get a 2? Yes, we can. So we're going to use the 3. That takes us here. Now the 2 should get us over to the secret area. And it does. Here we go. Some extra capsules, and we have completely avoid the other mobs which he had a chance of falling into. There we go. And this brings you right next to Whis, which is excellent. So let's go in. Okay, now you need to be careful with this Whis because he does an insane amount of damage. On regular guys, he would do 12,000-ish. But his super attack is going to hit for 35,000. So if you are at 35,000 health or lower, you need to heal up. Okay, what do we have? We've got a Gogeta there, but nothing for him to feed on, so... Let's see about bringing these down. Not what we wanted. But we can get a super attack next turn on someone that's absolutely worth getting win on. Okay, so that's set there. Then you do some damage there. Here we go. You're about to see the amount of crazy damage he does. There you go. 34,300 damage on super attack. Now, he has around 500,000 HP. Yes, it's insane. So, heal up again. So, we want you to do your super attack. Goku, let's do his, because he might stun Whis. And Gohan is also going to do his. Alright, an entire row of super attacks. Here we go. Supreme damage on this one, 86,000. Here comes Goku. 75,000, not bad considering he does extreme damage, I believe. And 83,000, not bad for a super rare. Okay, we got our blocker, which is good. Now, regardless of what's happening, we need to put the blocker there because he receives around 24 or 26,000 damage from Whis' super attack, so he needs to be there. Now, we did get a bit of rest for Gogeta, but not nearly enough. Oh, we might... No. One short. Unfortunate. But damage is damage. Here we go, board attack. 58,000, not too bad. So as you can see, he only took 9,000 damage. Everyone else takes around 12,000. Yeah. And now we need to heal up yet again to avoid dying to a super attack. Let's see, we've got another. Nice. So this Gohan is going to be doing a lot of damage. Yes. And we triggered super attack, so let's do it here. He's got more, and I believe, let's see, huge damage. Yes, that other one is extreme damage. So here we, not enough. Not enough. But this one will. And he does have super attack 4, the final one, so that's why he does a decent amount of damage there. So yeah, 12,000 on normal people. But however, next turn we will survive whatever comes our way without healing, which is good. And we're almost done, almost. Oh, and we got blocker, excellent. Here we go, come here. They get their innocence link. Let's grab all these here. Let's see, Goget's not here, so. Let's see, what else can we do? We can lower these here. And then Gohan can get this here for next turn. And there we go, another super attack. Come on, come on, come on. Okay, Gogeta should be able to finish him off. Especially because we did get the Goku that increases his attack by 20%. And he is Dokkan attacking, so that's going to be another good thing. So let's just fill everyone's gauge up. And we should kill with this. There we go. Very nice, 333,000 damage, yes. And 3 stones, not bad, okay. So that was definitely worth it. So yes, as you can see, Whis is not easy, but is far from impossible, which is what the other fight is. I haven't even bothered with that one. But yeah, these are the 2 scenarios that I am using to farm up the amazing gems. And it's working out for me so far. We are 4 days in, and I am at over 300 stones, which, following the formula that we now know, I should be at least at 120, so we are well above the curve here. There we go. Ah, very nice. So yes, this is where I'm farming stones. Hopefully you find this useful. Hopefully you find my team composition useful in helping you design a team that is able to cope with this nonsense. And we will see you next time for more Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. Later.